All right. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the official last workshop for seniors. We still have some pop-up workshops that are happening through the month of May. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So all the students that are on here, Ms. Venuto, are graduating seniors. And we have before you Ms. Venuto. She is the acting director of the Alumni Engagement and Annual Giving office on campus. If you guys have, I'm sure you've been to campus because you're graduating, so you have been on campus. The beautiful red brick building on Cooper Street, not far from 7-Eleven or the Lofts, and almost across the street from the Chancellor's building. It's a beautiful red building, beautiful inside. And you're probably wondering, what does it mean to be an alumni? What services? We don't want you to graduate and Noah, put that down. We don't want you to leave Rutgers and we don't want you to leave Rutgers and forget that you were here. So Ms. Venuto, I'm turning it over to you. I can monitor the chat in case there are any questions. Go right ahead.
Great, thank you so much. I really appreciate being invited to speak with seniors. There's a lot of important information I will share with you over the next couple of minutes, specifically, who the Rutgers University Alumni Association is, and what we do and what we can offer to you. So again, my name is Mary Claire Venuto, and I'm currently the acting director for Alumni Engagement and Annual Giving at the Rutgers University Alumni Association. I am based in Camden, and during normal times, as Caroline said, that I sit in the Alumni House, which is open to all Rutgers alumni. If we're ever back on campus, I hope that you knock on our door. We have a beautiful sitting parlor with lots of old yearbooks, lots of old memorabilia. We have an alumni walk, so class bricks get installed. So you can come and see your class brick because there will be one for class of 2021. But the building is open to you, and it is right next to the Welcome Center and 7-Eleven. I myself hold 2 degrees from Rutgers-Camden. I studied English and I graduated in 2007 and 2009. So I graduated during a recession. So if you want to ask anything about that, I'd be happy to answer. So I'm a proud alumna and definitely have that Scarlet pride. So feel free to ask any questions during this presentation. I also have a couple of QR codes in the presentation. So if you have your phones handy, you can scan the screen. So there we go. First and foremost, congratulations and welcome to the Rutgers alumni family. This is a huge accomplishment. And even though we're virtual, that doesn't diminish any of the hard work that you've put into earning your degrees. So congratulations. And as you explore the world beyond graduation, I want you to know that Rutgers still offers many avenues for continuing education, career building, and just staying connected. So if you remember anything from this presentation, the most important thing for you and every Rutgers University graduate to remember is that your Rutgers journey doesn't end when you complete your degree. When you graduate, you just begin a new phase of your relationship with Rutgers, and you are now part of over 500,000 living Rutgers alumni. So anywhere you go, Rutgers is there with you. You're going to find other alumni with, Rutgers degrees from New Brunswick and Camden and Newark. For the Rutgers University Alumni Association, it's also important to remember that it's free. It's a resource available to you at any time. Membership in the Alumni Association is automatic upon graduation, and it's for life. So automatic, free, for life. And it's important to remember that Rutgers will continue to invest in you, even though you're no longer on campus. So how can you stay connected? The Rutgers University Alumni Association has a lot of resources to help you with that. And that includes social opportunities, professional opportunities that allow you to connect with the larger network. Within the Rutgers University Alumni Association, we have teams devoted to alumni events, on all campuses. So I have counterparts in Newark and in New Brunswick. And we have a lot of alumni benefits, which includes discounts through an alumni card, which I'll talk about in a minute or two. We also have travel programs, at least we did. Those will be back on the agenda once we're a little further away from this pandemic. But they have a young alumni travel program that would be of interest. It's a great program. It's a great service that they offer. So if you're inclined to go international, I would check out our travel programs. We also offer, we have an alumni volunteer engagement team. So if you're looking for any leadership opportunities, maybe bolster your resume a little bit, we have a team devoted to that. And then we also offer alumni career resources. And that includes a new initiative called the Workplace Engagement Initiative. So these are available to our alumni. And we do our best to provide content and resources for every life stage and area of interest. So I mentioned over 500,000 living alumni earlier. The number is actually closer to 5.5. So that's really exciting. And, you know, you can find Rutgers alumni anywhere you go. So what I'm going to do now is just try to give you an idea of where these alumni are. And this number includes alumni from Camden, Newark, New Brunswick, and Rutgers Biomedical Health Sciences as well. So this data it's from 2016, but the scale is pretty much the same. Our alumni don't really move all that far. They typically stay in the area of the Garden State, which is good for jobs and internships, networking, because you're going to run into somebody who's a Rutgers alum. So more than half of that over 500,000 number, they live in New Jersey. So you can also see there are significant numbers in New York and Pennsylvania as well. Now, if we zoom out a little bit, we're all over the country as well. We have concentrated populations in California and Florida. I actually have coworkers based in Florida and California, and they cater to that large alumni population. They plan events there. They work with regional alumni groups. So if you happen to move away from the Garden State, you're going to find someone wherever you go. Let me see. We're also in all 5 US territories and on 6 continents. So if you decide to leave the US, you can still find us. This one is important, and this is your first QR code here. We have a section on the RUAA website just for new grads, and it compiles a lot of the resources that you would need most, specifically resources for early career individuals. So I highly encourage you to go to that website, bookmark it. I'll be referencing that website again. Okay, hit all my points there. So now that you have an understanding of the scope of the Rutgers University Alumni Association, and we talked a bit about the resources, we're going to do a short dive into what we offer. So a large part of my job is planning alumni events. And like I said, I'm based in Camden. So a lot of the events that I plan are usually regional. So the Philly metro area, I've done events at the theater in Philly. We saw Hamilton when it was here. We've been at a number of Sixers games. So usually they're regional. These days, everything is virtual. So here's just a sample of some of our events from last August. You can see that they range in topic. We typically try to highlight faculty expertise. The beer tasting one was one that I conducted, and yes, it was fun. The sweet berry bowls, these, I think one of them is an alum, and then this Wikipedia editing workshop was, I believe, a career development event. So we have a lot of range. We really try to highlight our alumni and faculty expertise, and this goes not just for virtual events, but in-person events as well. And if you're looking for something specific, there are also filters on our website. So if you were just interested in career networking events, you could go to ouralumni.com and filter that way. Okay. We also have, I wanted to mention, we have an event coming up. It features Dr. Randall Pinkett, who is the first African-American winner of The Apprentice. It's going to be April 22nd of this month, and that is our third annual Professionals of Color lecture. It's open to everyone, so I can send those details to Caroline after this event if anybody is interested in attending. We also have other events coming up, but that one's the next one. So alumni resources and perks. This one is what you will have available to you upon graduation. You can continue to use our libraries, and that's any Rutgers library. We have a virtual book club, which is something that we run out of the Camden office, but it's available to any Rutgers alumni. We roll 1,500 people deep right now, and it's a great way to interact virtually with a whole scope of alumni. Gyms, you can use you can get a membership for the gym in Camden. There is a cost to it, but I think it's less than, say, your Planet Fitness membership. We have continuing education classes that we offer at a discount to alumni, travel packages I mentioned earlier. I believe you can use the Rutgers University club up in New Brunswick. It's really nice. And then another thing, we have lots of career resources, and I'll do a little bit of a deep dive into that. This alumni discount card is really handy. I've booked hotels with it. You can get discounts for haircuts or aquarium admission, restaurants, and that's at no cost to you. All you have to do is register for the card. So I'll go to the website after this presentation. I also have insurance through a Rutgers program, if that is of interest to you. We have alumni credit card and then email forwarding as well. Oops. So alumni clubs, I spoke about this a little bit, so I'm going to move quicker through this. There are lots of, we have over 100 different alumni clubs all over the country and a couple of international clubs as well. I know I am a member of the Rutgers Club of Tampa, Florida, just because they do really fun events and I like to see what they're doing. So there's a lot of opportunity no matter where you go. And similar to filtering for events, you can also filter for clubs on our website. Might be a little too early to think about volunteering since you're still students, but there are many ways to be involved. A small commitment would be to just share stuff on social media. We're all on social media anyway. Mentoring a student or being part of this Student Alumni Career Connect platform, which I'll talk about in a minute. You could also volunteer at an event, do community service, and volunteer for one of our alumni leaderboards, which includes this Alumni Leaders Council, the RUAA Board of Directors, and an Alumni Senator Board as well. So career services. During the pandemic, we really tried to beef up our career resources. We're seeing a lot of people through all levels of their career come back to us and say, I lost my job. What resources do you have for me? So we really bolstered our Student Alumni Career Connect, which is essentially our mentoring platform. So that's actually available to you right now. You could sign up on it, navigate to your field of study, and see who else is on the platform and start making connections. So that's available to you right now. There's also Rutgers Handshake. If anybody has done a federal work study job, you know that you have to apply through Rutgers Handshake. That's also good for viewing jobs. You can also participate in some of the webinars or watch previously recorded ones that help with resumes, job searches, specifically searching for a job during a pandemic, switching jobs, applying to grad school, anything you need, effective networking, utilizing LinkedIn better, which is something I need. And here are a few of the other resources on the website. This job seekers guide during COVID-19 is really good. Beyond that, we offer a lot of continuing professional development, and there are some free career resources such as Grammarly and Career Shift. So there's a lot of great information if you are in the job market. Another benefit to Rutgers-Camden alumni is that the Camden Career Center also has services for alumni. So you actually have two options. You have the option through the Rutgers University Alumni Association and the option through the Camden Career Center. So lots of great options to help you as you begin your career. One other program that we're working on is this Rutgers Workplace Engagement Program. So a lot of these big companies like Bristol-Myers, Prudential, Merck, they like to hire Rutgers. And so they have a massive population of alumni there. And what my colleague is doing is creating these engagement programs within the companies. So that's not something I do, but it's something that's available. So if you happen to be employed by any of these companies, there is a Rutgers program, alumni engagement program there. Two last things that I want to leave you with. We are having the Scarlet Senior Class of 2021 Giving Campaign. It's something that we started a few years ago, and it's one of the only traditions that we have on this campus. It's a chance for students to carry on the tradition of giving back by making a gift to an area that matters most to you. If that is a student club, you could earmark your gift for that club. I was part of the Honors College when I went through the university, and that's where I like to put my money because I'm passionate about the Honors College. So any senior who makes a recurring gift or one-time gift will receive a philanthropy cord. So to have a little more bling for your graduation photos. And then you'll be invited to a virtual reception at the end of this month with President Holloway. So if you're interested in participating, if you're able to as well, the QR code is there. If you want to know more information, please contact me. I'll have my email at the end of this presentation. So a couple calls to action here. My first suggestion for you would be to join the Student Alumni Career Connect. Again, you can get to that off of the ouralumni.com/newgrads page. Check out the events while you're there. We have career events and just social events, or maybe a topic that you're interested in. So check out the listing of upcoming events. Follow us on social media. Not only does Rutgers alumni have social media, but Rutgers-Camden alumni also has social media. And if you want to keep updated on the latest information from the RUAA, please update your contact information, your email address. You can, sometimes, this from 4 years at Rutgers, sometimes emails are like drinking from a fire hose. We do have email preferences. So if you don't wish to receive anything from athletics, you can let us know that and you won't receive that. But to get the most updated information, we'll need your email address. All right. Thank you. Most of all, congratulations to everybody. Please contact me with any questions about the RUAA, about the giving campaign. If you can't find anything, what you're looking for on the website, please let me know. I'm happy to set up a Zoom call with you or a phone call if screens are getting old. Happy to just chat. So again, I appreciate so much being able to share this information with you. And I hope to see you at an alumni event soon.
Thank you, Ms. Venuto. There's a question on the chat. Hello, how do we sign up for the perks card?
Sure. Let me, I'm going to share my screen again, but it's going to be the website. Okay, so this is alumni.rutgers.edu, which is the same thing as ouralumni.com. It'll bring you to the same place. So with this search bar here under resources, you can click alumni card. And forgive me. So right up here in the corner, it says register for site access and your alumni card here. It's going to ask you some basic information, and then it will give you a PDF that you can print out. You can stick that in your wallet. It's not necessary that you carry it around with you, but write down your password and username. And then once you have that, you can search for any of the discounts. You can narrow it by zip code. And that's that for the alumni card. I think actually, if I go back, sometimes they offer sweepstakes. Yeah, win a $200 gift card for Rutgers University bookstore. They do this every so often. If you're interested, I would do it now while they have the sweepstakes going on. Are there any more questions?
They said, thank you so much. Could you also share what services are available at the Alumni House? So once all this pandemic is over, the campus is open, what can students expect to get if they visited the Alumni House?
So we typically see alumni who are looking actually for their alumni card, and we'll assist them with that. There is a beautiful conference room on the first floor. It's wheelchairs accessible. And if you ever need a meeting or really an event and you want a space, you're able to reserve that space with the university and have your event or meeting in that space. We have alumni who call us and say, hey, we want a meeting on such and such a night. So you can rent that space. And usually we're a source of information. A lot of our alumni also come in, sometimes it's the older alumni who say, oh, I lost my yearbook. Can I sit downstairs in the parlor? It's a beautiful parlor, by the way, and look through the yearbooks. Sure. Please come and visit.
There used to be the computer room. Is that still available if students needed to come in and use a computer or something?
We don't have a computer available for alumni.
Okay. There was a lab upstairs or something at one point.
No, there are a lot, we occupy the third floor and there is a large space up there. We don't have, since so many people have their own laptops right now, we don't really have desktops.
There's another question. Should we use a personal email of Rutgers for the membership? I'm only asking because I was told that after a year, our email will be deleted.
Mhm. I would use a personal one unless you want to get, I mean, even if you forward your Scarlet Mail email to say like a Gmail, I would still use a personal email.
This is very informative. A lot of times, you know, students don't know what they do have available to them. So thank you. So it's important that, you know, I also put the EOF, Rutgers-Camden EOF Alumni Association, which we do have on campus. And, you know, we will be asking students to register as alumni. And we have the Facebook page. So sometimes, you know, EOF is state, so we're an EOF family. So there's job postings at different colleges. You know, we will always get that trickle down to every EOF program, and an EOF will post it on the Rutgers-Camden EOF Alumni Association Facebook page. So I ask that you like the page so that you guys have it available. EOF also has an Instagram page, and EOF also has a YouTube channel. So we post a lot of things on there too. Any alumni information we always post on our sites. Career Center information we post on our site. So that's a way for you guys to also stay connected as any of these opportunities, you know, come up. We also have meetings. We just had a meeting with our board about a month ago because since we're not meeting in person, it's kind of hard because EOF, like we did a alumni panel and we had alumni from different majors come on campus. They had dinner with the seniors and they talked about their experience finding jobs and things like that. Unfortunately, until we're open back on campus, we can't do that. But we do have coming up an alumni Zoom panel discussion that Brandon Quiles is putting together, our coordinator. And so you guys will get a chance to do a Zoom alumni panel discussion. So look forward to that. You should be getting a reminder shortly. So, you know, we're still trying to offer all the services as best as we can. Ms. Venuto knows how difficult that can be. We are in a virtual world and that's just our reality for right now. Do we have any last questions, or Ms. Venuto, any last comments before I give the information for attendance?
Thank you, everyone. If you think of any questions after this meeting, please email me.
All right, so you guys, please send me your full name and RUID to cfelice@camden.rutgers.edu by 5 o'clock this afternoon so that I can create the Excel file that goes to your counselors for attendance purposes. So I look forward to receiving that from you. I hope you enjoyed this, this discussion because it is very, very important for alumni to always know that they still have a home, you know, at Rutgers-Camden. So you're quite welcome. Once again, congratulations, seniors, and we'll see you at graduation in whichever way that's going to go. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.